Hey guys, it's me Kayla, and today I'm going to show you my 100-day Fortnite keyboard and mouse progression. Please like and subscribe and enjoy the video. To start off with, I'm going to show you my last controller montage to give you an idea of how good actually it was. So to start off with my keyboard and mouse progression, I started learning how to use my binds and some basic piece control maps and freebuild maps. I'd played keyboard and mouse once or twice before, but I didn't really know what I was doing and I played on a really scuffed setup. After doing some double edits, I ended up trying to go for my first clip. It wasn't very good, but I ended up learning some of the basics through this, which helped me hit more and more clips.
Cracked.
Oh my gosh.
How are all like keyboard and mouse players good on controller?
After my fighting significantly improving, I continued practicing whether I was by myself or not, trying to teach myself new retakes and how to fight better, which allowed me to develop a lot better piece control and get my first ever win. Midway through this first week, I ended up getting a gaming setup with a keyboard and mouse and a PC, which helped me become a better player and get consistent 240 FPS. After practicing in Raiders piece control map for a while, I ended up playing my first ever build fights, which I ended up finding quite difficult as I've never actually properly built. After playing build fights, I ended up deciding to end day 7 off to get my first ever ranked win. To begin my second week, I start off by practicing free builds and especially quad edits, as they are a commonly used mechanic in the game. I ended up doing this a fair bit during this second week because I really wanted to learn how to actually fight well and get clips, and this helps a lot. So I also taught myself new retakes and then started trying to kill people more in realistics and in fights. On day 10, I started getting wins, and I started also learning how to tarp. I think through my progression, me being sick during this next week really helped me in learning how to fight better and a lot more time to practice because I was away from school. During this time, I ended up playing a lot of box PvP, as it's one of the only things I could actually play during school hours. And I ended up actually learning a lot about how to fight properly and how other players moved and played, and it helped me actually develop some pretty good mechanics like there. Holy! After my mechanics significantly improving, I decided to try and play the Solo Cash Cup. I had no clue how I would do, but I was just trying to get a few kills and see if I could somehow fluke a finals. And somehow I ended up qualifying with the actual alright placement to the finals, where I didn't do so good. To begin my third week, I started playing a lot more ranked, and I was trying to practice on my in-game fighting skills a lot more. I also started to learn how to do triple edits in-game, and here's what I started being able to do. And with me seeing a lot of improvement, I continued to practice my mechanics a lot and learning also new mechanics, as well as playing lots of Battle Royale and Ranked, where I was starting to get more and more wins and fighting just significantly better than before. After getting a lot more ranked wins, on day 19, I started practicing how to wall replace, because I actually hadn't taught myself properly how to wall replace before, and this was a very important mechanic in the game. After I started trying to teach myself a new retake, as this is one of the most commonly used retakes in Fortnite. And then I play some Zone Wars, trying to see how well I can do in an endgame environment. After practicing my endgames a lot more in the Zone Wars, I decided to play ranked to try to get myself to the diamond rank, as well as improve my fighting a bit more. After I played KBM Speed Realistics map, where I tried to continue improving my fighting, and I also learned how to pre-fire and pre-box people better. And that wraps up day 21. On day 22, I continued practicing my fighting in Speed Realistics, as I was starting to get a lot better at pre-firing my opponents, and my overall piece control was just getting better. Then I played some ranked because I still wanted to get to diamonds. In day 23, I began by playing more build fights, as build fighting was something I did a lot through this next week. I also continued playing, and this is how I went.
Why are you there? Okay. Still can't build apparently.
On day 24, I played a lot more build fights, continuing to practice my fighting. And since I still had school holidays on, I played Tilted Zone Wars, and I continued practicing. On day 25, I started experimenting more with my binds, and I ended up deciding to use left shift as my cone bind. A lot of pros use this, and I thought this would be a better choice. In the next few days, I didn't play that much, but I ended up playing this trio tournament, where we ended up doing alright in. This ended up having a few pros in it also, which I actually ended up going down to one of them, called Megadan. On day 30, I ended up playing the Cash Cup with Jack, and to be honest, we didn't do the best. And during this time, I was actually struggling a lot in tournaments, but I ended up getting this nice 1v2 to end the month off. Going to day 31 to 37, I ended up deciding to play my first FNCS on keyboard and mouse. Now, after only playing for a month, I didn't really know how it would go, and we didn't do that great, but we ended up getting a win and getting an alright placement. Going into my 6th week on my keyboard and mouse progression, after not doing the best in FNCS, I decided to practice for the Solo Victory Cash Cup. Though in the Solo Cash Cup, I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't have a proper drop spot, and my aim was really bad, which resulted in me not doing very well. And after this poor performance, I decided that I can do better, and I went into the Duo Cash Cup with that mentality. Cracked.
Nice.
Dead.
He carried me.
Cracked. Dead. He cracked. After getting a win in the Duo Cash Cup, despite again not doing incredibly well, my confidence was getting boosted a lot, and this was going to be needed for the next FNCS qualifier. Now in this FNCS game, I'd been shambles for a long time as a solo, so I was pretty proud of this clutch, considering on keyboard and mouse this was my first actual good clutch as a solo with little amount of loot.
You gotta edit your stick. Don't. Dude. Oh wait, go down the other way. Oh, nice. Go down the other way. No, oh, fuck, you should have went. Yep. Nice. Build. It's 1v1.
I began practicing a lot as I really wanted to get a good placement. As you can see, my mechanics started to get significantly better from before. And with the Duo Cash Cup coming up, I wanted to do really good. So here is how I did.
He's in these builds right here.
We can come down together.
I'm popping slip.
Wait, yeah, he's got to come back. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go trying to contest.
Cracked him. Boxed him. It's a 1v1. I mean 2v1.
Now, after getting one of my best placements ever in the Duo Cash Cup, I decided to continue to practice for the Solo Cash Cup, where I really wanted to qualify after not doing well the previous week.
Let's go, bro.
I continued to practice my fighting as I played the Peace Controlled 2v2 map, which is one of the most popular maps, and my fighting improved a lot. After that, I decided to play the FNCS Community Cup with Jacob.
One's low.
It's just one last one. I'm quickly popping a slurp. Sure, maybe.
Crack.
Oh, no.
Leading up to the last day of my progression, I was really practicing as I had the last chance major, which was a big tournament for me. But unfortunately, despite actually getting a pretty good placement, we fought very poorly and I wasn't very happy with the performance. On day 61 to 62, I decided to start practicing my build fights a lot more, and especially my starts in build fights, as I had poor 90s and poor starts overall. I continued practicing and trying to practice my mechanics and my retakes to develop better free builds. On day 63, I ended up playing the Duo Cash Cup with Jacob, where we actually did quite well. And as we did quite well, we ended up getting a nice win and getting a good placement overall. On day 64 to 73, as the new season had came out, I continued to grind ranked a lot, trying to get the highest rank possible.
I'm dead. Wait, I'm dead.
For the next few days, I continued to practice in creative to improve my mechanics. On day 77 to 82, for the most part I just practiced my build fights and my mechanics. As you can see, I was starting to get a bit more faster, but I was still a bit weird with my movement. And after I continued to practice this, I decided to play some endgame scrims with some pros to see how I'd actually cope against some of the best players in the region. So laggy. Day 83 to 86, I continued to grind build fights, as off season was nearly over and tournaments were about to be back. On day 87, I played the Duo Cash Cup with Jacob, but he has to go have dinner, so I end up playing this solo and trying to get the best placement I can.
Hear me. Go. Jump in. Kill that guy, he's low. Top, on top. Nice. Watch it, block him back, block him. Nice, kill him. Go down. Jump in.
Wait.
Stu, you have to go up.
Day 88 to 90, I continue to challenge people to 1v1s to try and improve my skills as a fighter, mainly in build fights. So I kept practicing against my opponents, and I was trying to work on my piece control more and get my edits to be more consistent, as sometimes I tried to do too much, resulting in me not doing the best thing I can do. On day 91, I just came back from 10 days of camp. I decided not to count the days that I didn't play, so I was pretty washed after not playing for a while. And I was trying to practice in box fights, because it is a very mechanical heavy thing, especially for keyboard and mouse players. So I used this as my practice, as tournaments were in 3 days and I need to get back into my shape. On day 92, I played the Cash Cup. I hadn't played a few days before that, so I wasn't completely warmed up for the Cashy. And we tried to play quite aggressive, which ended up getting us some kills, but we ended up playing pretty bad and not getting a good placement. As an IGL, I think I need to work on getting us to endgames more, instead of being over aggressive at times, because our placements haven't been as good due to that. On day 93, I sat in creative all day, practicing my mechanics and trying to get faster. After that, I decided to try and teach myself a new retake move, which involved this cone flip move, which is very protected, but I was struggling to do it for a while. But after actually getting the hang of it a little bit, I ended up implementing it into the next game, as I killed my opponent doing this, and now he's a little stinky clip that I ended up getting. On day 94, I began by practicing in a crosshair placement map, as I was trying to improve my crosshair placement a lot. After that, I sat in realistics trying to practice my fighting, as the solo cash cup was about to start soon, and I needed to be ready for it. In the solo cash cup, however, though, I actually didn't play the best. I did play very well fighting wise, as I was getting kills and I was fighting quite well, but unfortunately my placements weren't very good and I didn't make many end games. On days 95 to 96, it was the first time that I'd ever played Zone Wars. Like, I'd played the Zone Wars with a bunch of players, like 32-man Zone Wars, but playing 1v1 Zone Wars I'd never done before. So I was trying to teach myself how to actually play and compete against other people. After 1v1ing some of my friends in this Zone Wars, I decided to verse some randoms in Discord and see how I'd do against random people from Discord servers. On day 97, I decided to play the Durakash Cup with someone new. I played it with Tanui, who was an extremely good fighter, and we ended up playing quite well. I had some of the best AR aim in my life, and we were able to just get a lot of easy kills, and we fought quite well. Unfortunately, we didn't get the placement that I probably really wanted, but my fighting showed some promise that I can do good in the next Cash Cups. On day 98, I ended up playing the Athens Community Cup with Jig. Honestly, we tried very hard, but unfortunately we didn't have a drop spot that worked for us very well, as we died off spawn in too many games. But we still did alright, and we're actually on pace to qual, despite dying on spawn 4 times in a row to start the tournament off.
Finish, bro. Nah.
White?
You were good, you were good.
85.
Cracked my shoe, dead. Oh my god, I nearly fucking got dropped. Oi. They're trying to chop us out.
It's a one. Wait.
2v1. I'll drop down, you stay high, alright? Easy, bro, good shit, come on, let's go.
On day 99, I played the solo Cash Cup, but unfortunately, I ended up getting 1 point off qual. This is most likely due to me not having a proper drop spot, as I still need to learn my drop spot and probably actually get a drop map so I actually have the best drop every time, because I died off spawn too often. But despite that, I still actually fought very well, and at one stage I was quite high up in the leaderboards. I think my AR aim has improved a lot, and it will show in this game. And finally, day 100. For day 100, I decided that I was going to play realistics against my duo, since I thought this was the best test of how my improvement has been from day 1 to 100. So I decided to 1v1 him first to 3, win by 2, and see if all the mechanics of practice will pay off. To end the video off, I'd just like to thank you guys all for the support, as this Keyboard and Mouse Progression series has helped me so much, getting more subscribers, more followers, and a cool community. So I'd like to thank you guys for that, and if we hit 200 likes on this video, I'll do a tips and tricks video on keyboard and mouse. Hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe. Peace.